Got no money on my mind, got no money on my mind, got no money on my mind. Got no money on my mind, tell my mommy I'm alright. Even laughing at the tricks you tell me. Keep myself inside the light.
Hello, I'm Joe, and welcome to the Joe is Hungry fast food review channel, filmed and produced right here in the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. I'd like to give a special Joe is Hungry shout out today to Nicholas and Hank in Illinois. Thank you for following and watching my channel. It seems like we just did a review on Papa John's a few weeks ago. I vaguely remember being underwhelmed by the Oreo Papa Bites. So today we're gonna throw caution into the wind and hope for the best and check out Papa John's new crispy Parm pizza. This earth-shattering cutting-edge science creation is simply made of Papa John's thin crust with shredded parmesan-Romano cheese simply baked into the bottom of the crust. And with your choice of toppings. Each one topping pizza will set you back $12.99 before taxes in Georgia. Is this a good deal? We won't know until later in the video when we do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Large cheese only version, and that's what we're gonna do today, will set your diet back to a total of 3,200 calories. Unfortunately, Papa John's couldn't be troubled to post any other nutritional stats. I guess now it's time to roll the dice and head on over to Papa John's in Cartersville, Georgia. Let's do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Cheese pizza number one weighs in at 185.9 degrees Fahrenheit, or 85.5 degrees Celsius. Pizza number two weighs in at 180.1 degrees Fahrenheit, or 82.3 degrees Celsius. That's hot, that's cooked fresh. I watched them make them, I knew they'd be fresh. So Papa John's, Cartersville, kudos, you win the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to hold their feet to the fire and head on back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Pizza number one weighs in at 1 pound 7.50 ounces, or 660 grams. Parm pizza number two weighs in at 1 pound 7.50 ounces, or 660 grams. How they got them that close, I don't know. I saw them make them by hand. Doesn't make any difference because they win the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Add them all up, do the math, and you come out with a middle of the road 55 cents an ounce. So now it's time for the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, we saw how much it was, and believe me, this thing is still hot and it is smelling really good, which leads me on with pleasure to the one and only, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage. The crust is crispy around the edges. It gets about a 3 on the Joe Flopometer, 1 being stiff as a board and 10 being loosey-goosey. Being a thin crust pizza, I would have liked it to be a little bit stiffer. I can taste the Parmesan crust. It leaves a pleasant, buttery aftertaste. Since you're paying for one more topping than I got, I would probably get one. Probably pepperoni, or maybe even ham or bacon. Otherwise, with the crust and the cheese, this almost stands on its own. As far as being great, original, and something brand new, it is different, but it falls a little short. As far as value, it's middle of the road. Now it's time to give it a score. If y'all don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that all too familiar slippery slope to the pits and the bottom of food hell. Let's go ahead and give this thing the number that it truly deserves. Not bad for conveyor oven pizza. Not a bad flavor. I'll go 6'7". That is my number, and that's not bad. And we will see you in the next video.